Hi, this is Lisa with Rocky Mountain Mind Body Therapy, bringing to you a chair yoga class. As soon as I get set up for this class, you'll need a block and a strap or a belt or a rolled up towel and possibly a mat if you want to lie down for Shavasana. So let me go ahead and test this out here. So, can you see my feet? Maybe I need to move up a little bit or point that down. So I'm working on getting a microphone so you can hear me better, so I'm not echoing all over the place. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. Scooting all the way back in your chair, resting your hands on your thighs, palms facing up, and gently closing your eyes and drawing attention to your breath. And let's just check in with our body. How do you feel today? How do you feel physically? How do you feel emotionally? And how are you doing spiritually? And we're going to begin class with 3 breaths. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. So beginning, inhale through the nose. And open your mouth and exhale. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. And inhale through the nose, really fill up your lungs. And open mouth, side out. And then inhale and exhale through the nose with your eyes closed. So our intention for today's class is about transitions. So not only do we have transitions and yoga poses, going from one pose to the other that can knock us off balance, but in life, when we come up against change like we recently have, with this COVID-19, wearing the masks and social distancing, that's a huge change in our life, and that, adapting to change always seems to knock us off balance a bit. So Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." And then Deuteronomy 31:8 says, "The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid and do not be discouraged." So during times of transition, we need to remember we can always count on the Lord to always be with us. So opening up your eyes, we're going to begin. Exhale, lowering our chin towards our chest. And then inhale, right ear towards the right shoulder. And exhale, chin towards chest. Inhale, left ear towards left shoulder. Exhale, chin towards chest. And then continuing on your own, inhaling to the side. Exhale, chin towards chest. And we'll do one more round. Just letting your head hang heavy. Feeling the stretch on the sides of the neck. And then inhale, head back to neutral. Exhale, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, forward. Exhale, looking over the left. And inhale, forward. Exhale again to the right. Inhale, forward. And exhale to the left. And inhale, forward. So we're going to take our thumb, our right thumb, in front of us. And then focus on the thumb and turn your head slightly to the right, keeping your eyes on your thumb. And then inhale forward, and then exhale, head slightly to the left, keeping your focus on that thumb. And then inhale, center. And again, over to the right. Inhale, center. And exhale to the left. Inhale, center. So now, go ahead and close your eyes for a moment. Take a few breaths. And then open your eyes. We'll take the thumb out. And this time we're going to keep the head still as we focus on our thumb and move our thumb over to the right. And then center. And then our left thumb over to the left. And then center. And again to the right. Keeping focus on the thumb without moving the head. Inhale, center. And then exhale, left thumb to the left side. And inhale, center. Good. So now we're going to move on up in our chairs. And moving into seated spinal circles. Inhaling forward, exhale, rounding the back. And inhale forward, and exhale, rounding the back. And this chair gets squeakier and squeakier. Moving the spine in all different directions. And then pause, reverse direction. Inhale forward, exhale, rounding the back. I think I need new chairs. So speaking of chairs, ultimately you want chairs, with no arms, and you want them at the height that's perfect is when your legs are at a 90-degree angle. And you want to make sure that the chair is non-collapsible. So moving into cat-cows, so slightly arching the back, and I'll turn sideways so you can see. And looking slightly up. Go ahead and draw the shoulders up and back, and let them settle along the spine. Coming into cow pose, so inhale cow, and then exhale round the back into cat. So if you have osteopenia or osteoporosis, you only want to go 70% in arching your back or forward spinal flexion, rounding your back. Inhale cow, and exhale cat. Great exercise. lower back. And then come back to neutral. And we're going to take the knee up and circle the ankle. You can probably hear mine pop. And then reverse direction. And then engage the core, sit up tall, and then hold that leg up. And if you like more challenge, you can straighten the leg. Continuing to breathe as you hold, and then set it down. So the left leg comes up and circle the ankle. First one way and then the other. And then hold the leg up. And if you want more of a challenge, straighten the leg, sitting up tall. Woo! Continuing to breathe. And then set that down. And then take the legs out wide. And the hands on top of above the knees. Then sit up tall, and then exhale, dipping the right shoulder. Inhale up, exhale, dipping the left. And inhale up. And continuing, inhale, dip, or exhale, dip, inhale up. And when you're even on both sides, come back to center. Why is this creaking so much today? And we'll come into our sun egg flow, inhaling, reaching arms up above the head, mountain pose. And then exhale, bending the elbows and leaning forward, peeking over the toes. The knees should be just behind the toes. Take an inhale, and then exhale, fold. And then again, if you have osteopenia or osteoporosis, you don't want to fold too far. And then roll it on up. Then inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. And then exhale, cactus arms, leaning over, looking at the toes. Take an inhale, and exhale, fold. And then this time, inhale the left arm up. Exhale down, inhale the right arm up. Exhale down, inhale, coming all the way up. Mountain pose, exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center, exhale to the right, and inhale, center, exhale, cactus, inhale, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, left arm up, exhale down, inhale, right arm up, exhale down, inhale, roll it on up, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. And then exhale, hands heart center. Good. So, scooting on back, we're going to bring the left foot up and the right arm and then down. And then right leg, left arm and down. And then one more time on each side. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. This time inhale, right arm, left leg, exhale, elbow to knee, inhale long, exhale down. Inhale, right leg, left arm, exhale, crunch, inhale long, exhale down. And one more time each side. Inhale long, exhale, cross. Inhale long, exhale down. Inhale, right leg, left arm, Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale long. Exhale down. Good. So let's go ahead and we're going to scoot up. See if you can see my feet. I hope you can see my feet. Let's see. Maybe scoot back a little bit. So we're going to do piano toes. So taking the pinky toe down and then try to take the other toes down. And it probably looks something like pinky toes down, then the middle toes, and then the big toes. And then take the pinky toes up, and then the big toe up. And then the big toe down, and the other toes. And just rotate back and forth. Little toes down, and then the big toe, and then the big toe down, and then the little toes. So why are we working on foot dexterity? It helps to develop the muscles in our feet, which helps us with balance. So most of the time we have our feet in shoes, kind of like casts, and so the muscles in our feet aren't developed usually. So we have to work on that foot dexterity. So if you have to, you can lean over and put your fingers on your big toes and maybe lift up the little toes. And then do the opposite. Put your fingers on the little toes and lift up the big toes. Okay, so we'll take the feet out and then in, and you can do the hands with it. A little coordination exercise. Whoops. And then working on finger dexterity, opposing the fingers to the thumb. And I'll get a little closer. Hi, Starla. Hi, Rick. And then taking our fingers so that we have a V, and then moving the middle fingers to make a W, and then back and forth. So to learn this, you might have to close all fingers and then make the W, and then close all fingers and make the V, and back and forth until you don't have to close all fingers to move them. Okay, go ahead and shake that out. And it's time to do blast offs. So let's start with, okay, get ready, sit on the edge of the chair and prepare to stand up or launch up. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and blast off. Okay, so Silver Sneakers requires a drink break, 3 drink breaks per class. So if you, that's one thing I forgot to tell you, you need a glass of water. So you can go ahead and get that now. All right. So we're going to move into our lunges to stretch the psoas muscle. I'm going to move up. Stepping back on that right foot, and then the left foot is up by the chair. And you want the left knee stacked above the left ankle. And you want the hips to be neutral, and then draw that right leg back. Feel that nice stretch just above the right leg. And then engage the core. Knit the ribs together. You don't want your ribs sticking out. You want to engage the core, draw the ribs in. And you can have the hands resting on the back of the chair. Or maybe bring one arm up. Maybe both arms up to test your balance. Focusing on something nice and still. Continuing to breathe. And then go ahead and bring the hands to the chair. And we're going to step up a little bit and shift the weight to the back foot, so the right foot. And then straighten that front leg, slight bend in the left knee. Hinge at the hips, keeping the back flat and leaning over. Coming into pyramid pose to stretch out those hamstrings. Maybe even, depending on the chair, you can place your hands on the seat of the chair if you want a deeper stretch. Using your breath to breathe into that nice stretch on the left hamstring, right back there. It's so important to keep our hamstrings nice and flexible so that they don't pull on our lower back and cause lower back pain. So this is why we do this every class. Stretch those hamstrings. I'm going to go ahead and come back up, bending both knees. Step the right foot up behind the chair, step back on that left, and then drawing the hips so the pelvic bowl is neutral, and then extend that left leg. Feeling that stretch along the top of the left leg, stretching out that psoas, engaging the core, knitting the ribs together, and then the right knee stacked above the right ankle. You can rest the hands on the back of the chair, or maybe bring one hand up, maybe both hands, or you can always airplane your arms. If you have heart condition, it's best to keep your arms low. Continuing to breathe as you hold. And then bringing your hands to the chair. Step up a little bit and shift the weight to the back leg, the left leg. Hinge at the hip. And keep the front leg relatively straight, slight bend. And keep the back straight as you hinge it from the hip, leaning forward into pyramid pose. Using your breath to relax into that nice stretch. So making your way up, bending both knees, and step on up. And then we'll come over to the wall, maybe grab another drink as we transition. Working on transitions today. So placing both hands Notice how your core engages. So the core helps us in transitions keep our balance. Just as Jesus, the core of our life, helps us as we make our life transitions. If we keep Jesus at the core. And then inhale back into plank. This time we're going to make sure the eyes of the elbows, the creases, are facing up. And then exhale, chaturanga, bending the elbows. Inhale up, exhale down dog. And then inhale up, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up, exhale down dog. And a couple more with the breath. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale down dog. And then one more. Feeling the strength in those arms as you go into chaturanga. And then inhale up and step up to the wall. And we'll come back to our chair. So placing the right foot almost underneath the chair. And then the left foot should be sideways. And we're going to bring the arms up to the side and then kick our left hip back, lean forward with our right, and then draw the right hand to the right, down to the chair, sending our left arm up, coming into triangle pose, opening up to the side, drawing that left hip open so that you're completely sideways. And your gaze can be up or down, whatever feels more comfortable. Breathing into the pose. And then bring your gaze back down to the hand if it's not already there. Bend that right knee and then come on up, being mindful of the transition as you come up. And then switch sides. Left foot comes close to the chair, right foot is sideways. Both legs are relatively straight, slight bend in both knees. And then the arms come up parallel above the earth. And then reach forward with that left arm, right hip goes out. And then tick-tock the arms, bringing the left hand to the chair and the right hand up. And again, the gaze can be up or down at the hand. Draw that right hip back, opening up to the side. Feeling a nice stretch right above that right hip and possibly the left hamstrings. And then draw your focus back down to the hand. Bend that left knee as we transition back up. Good. And then we'll go ahead and come to the wall again. Working more on transitions. So placing the right hand on the wall, we're going to take the left arm out and then engage the core. Spread the toes on the left foot wide as you can, helping with balance. And then draw the right knee up at a 90-degree angle. Flex that right foot. And then we're going to slowly transition, drawing that right leg back, coming into kind of like a warrior three. And then inhale back up. And then exhale, warrior three, sending that right foot back. Inhale up. confident in your balance and your transitions. And then go ahead and bring that right foot down, shake it out. And I'm going to come over here for the left side so I don't have my back to you. So the left hand against the wall and the right arm out. And then spread the right toes wide and then draw that left knee up. Finding your balance, engage the core, help us to keep our balance. And then exhale, warrior three. And then inhale back up, drawing the knee up. Exhale, warrior three. And then maybe testing our balance with just a light touch on the wall. But being sure to keep yourself safe. Slight bend in that standing leg. And then go ahead and come up and exhale down and then shake it out. So we're going to place our right hand on the wall and then bring your left hand on your hip, and we're just going to do some leg lifts with that left leg. So standing on your right leg, spreading your right toes wide, and then the left leg comes up. Slight bend in the standing leg. Continuing to breathe. And then go ahead, step out of that, and switch sides. So this time, left hand on the wall, and then the right hand out. Shifting the weight to the left side, spreading the left toes out. Slight bend in the standing leg as we draw the right leg up and down, flexing the right foot. And my thighs are feeling this. Woo, go ahead and step out of that. And maybe do some seat kicks. And this time we're going to face the wall. And then take it back, so kicking back. Maybe stepping a little away from the wall and leaning forward with your elbows bent. Slight bend in the standing leg. And then go ahead and place the right foot down and kick up with the left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, nice, slow and controlled, 3, 2, and 1. And then go ahead and grab a drink. So coming over to the chair, we're going to come into lizard pose. So if it's stable for you, place one foot on the chair and then draw the hands on the inside of the left foot. Coming into lizard. Feeling that nice stretch in the inner thigh. Coming Coming back to your breath. Inhale, filling up the lungs. And then exhale fully. And then go ahead and slowly transition, slight bend in that standing leg as we stand up. And then engage the core and set the foot down. This time we're going to place the right foot on the chair. And then the hands on the inside of the right foot. Feeling that nice stretch on the inner thigh. Coming back to our intention, talking about transitions in yoga and transitions in life. Psalms 18:2 says, "The Lord is my rock, my fortress and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold." So go ahead and slide bend in that standing leg, slowly transition up, and then take the foot off the chair. And we'll have a seat. And, well, before you have a seat, let's grab a block and a strap. Might as well have all the play toys, huh? Let's see. So let's go ahead and take the block underneath the knees. Working on core strength here. Core strength which helps with our balance. And then reverse direction. And then set up on the edge of the chair, taking the block out. And we're going to lean back, coming into reverse setups. Inhale up, exhale back. There's my creaky chair. I'm going to tilt the camera just a tad. Hi, Mary. And then we're going to bring that block into circles. Inhaling forward, exhale back. And then reverse direction. Inhale forward, exhale back. And then go ahead, set the block aside. And we'll take the strap and lasso that right foot. Bring the strap behind and then straighten that front leg. And then we're going to, I still need to adjust that camera down a bit, I think. There. So moving into Pigeon Pose. So the right ankle glides up and down the left shin. And then maybe bring that right ankle above the left knee, or you can, hang on to it below using the strap. So sitting up nice and tall, and give me a smile. I wish I could see you. And if you want a deeper stretch, lean forward. Coming back to our breath. Flexing that right foot to protect the right knee. So here in Colorado today, it's partly cloudy and it's a little more humid than usual. We just got rain yesterday. It was cold and rainy yesterday. Today it was about in the low 70s. So leaning back and straighten that left leg and allow the ankle to slide down. This time we'll lasso that left foot. Bring the strap behind the calf. And then glide that left ankle up and down the right shin. Maybe bringing the ankle above the knee, but if it doesn't go above the knee, you can hold it below. Flex that left foot. Sit up tall. And then if you want a deeper stretch, leaning forward, feeling a nice stretch on the outer left thigh. Stretching out the piriformis muscle, which lies on top of the sciatic nerve. So if you have a flexible piriformis muscle, it's not going to get tight and press in on that sciatic nerve and cause sciatica, or at least the most common form is sciatica. There are 3 different types of sciatica. So leaning back and allowing that ankle to slide down the shin. We're going to take the strap, lasso that foot, the right foot, and then take it up, scoot on back in the chair. Hold on to the chair, maybe underneath with the left hand. And then flex the right toes to engage the right leg. Slight bend in the right knee. Draw that right shoulder back. And then take it out to the side. You might have to readjust a little bit in the chair depending on what kind of chair you have. So being sure to hang on to the left side. Slight bend in that right knee. Seated big toe pose. And then draw the leg over in front and then use the left hand to hang on to the strap. Cross that right leg over and then send the right arm back for a twist. Feeling a nice stretch on the outside of that right leg. And then go ahead and release that. Then the right knee, switch the strap to the left foot. And then draw that left foot up, slight bend in the left knee, draw that left shoulder back, flex the toes to engage the leg. Hang on to the right side of the chair. And then open the leg up to the side. Maybe have to readjust on the chair. Cross it on over, switching hands on the strap, and then sending that left arm out, looking over to the left side for a twist. Slight bend in the left knee. go ahead and come back forward and release, bending that left knee. And we'll move on into Eagle Pose. So Eagle Pose, you can cross the right leg over and just hug the knees in and hug the elbows in. Or you can maybe hook that toe, and then the right elbow would come underneath, and you can hug in with the hands back to back, or the full wrap with the palms facing each other. Then inhale up and exhale down. So if you have heart conditions, this is another isometric pose that you wouldn't want to hug in real tight if you have heart conditions. And then come back to neutral and unwind. Cross the left over the right. Maybe hook the toe, maybe not. And then the elbows either together or cross over. And then inhale up, exhale, crunch. So good to move the lymph throughout your body. Which is so important nowadays to help boost our immunity. And then coming back to neutral and wrapping, shake that out. So coming into Shavasana, you have two options today. You can either scoot back, all the way back in the chair, placing your hands on your thighs and gently closing your eyes. Or, if you like, and you can get up and down off the floor easily, you can come down to the floor. And then place your legs up on the chair. And then the arms out to the side. Inhale. And then open mouth, exhale, side out. And then check in with the jaw. Maybe wiggle it around, loosen the jaw. Wiggle the eyebrows to release any tension in the forehead. Eyes are gently closed. And just allow your body, your muscles to melt either in the floor or the chair. And we'll take about 30 seconds of silence. So begin to bring movement back in your body, wiggling your fingers and toes. And then if you're seated, you can just open your eyes. Otherwise, if you're lying down, you can make your way back up to seated. So in closing, Joshua 1:9 says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." And if you'll join me in prayer. Our Father in heaven, thank you for this day, this beautiful spring day that you've blessed us with. We thank you that we're able to meet virtually since we can't meet together. And I pray that you put your hand of protection over each and every one watching. And please encourage them that, you know, this is not going to last forever, that we will get through this and life will get back to normal again. Just like it has in the past, you know, with the Spanish flu epidemic of 1918. Please put your hand of protection over all the healthcare workers and those in food service who have to work in such close quarters. We thank you for the spring, the birds singing and the flowers blooming. We thank you that we have our hope in you and that you are our rock and our stronghold during transitions, life transitions. We thank you for Jesus and your love. In his name we pray, amen. So the light in me honors and adores the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me in your practice. And y'all have a good evening. Hi, Rosanna. Hi, Phyllis. Mary and Rick. Starla. Have a good evening.